Hello everyone. How was everyone's weekend? I hope you had a lovely one. It was nice and relaxed and got all the things that you needed to get done. Welcome to my normal Tuesday Facebook Live. So it's Tuesday here on the Central Coast of New South Wales in Australia. My name is Woodbridge and I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. So I card make, I paper craft, I get covered in gold leaf, which I feel like I currently am from this morning's crafting escapades. Good morning, Virginia. How are you? I should actually say afternoon. It's 3 minutes after 12. Hey, Ethel. Hey, Miss Donna. How are you? Thank you, everyone, for coming in and saying hi. Don't forget to thumbs up or like my video so then other people can find us as well. Hello, Miss Alicia. Oh, I thought Louisa was coming in to join us live, but no, she's just going on her other bed. Welcome, Miss Cindy. So today I have delved into my Use It Up box pouch bag again. When we were looking in there and making the rainbow card last week, I noticed I had lots of nautical sea themed things in there, and I also had quite a lot of bits and bobs inside my stamp set, which is quite often where I do keep some of my scraps. Hey Lisa, how are you? Who else did I miss? Hi Kim. So I do keep scraps either in the stamp set or I keep them in my pouch. So what I did, I went through my pouch, grabbed out all my sea themed things and just put them all in here with everything in the stamp set. And I noticed in there I had some things from Whale Done as well. Oh, no problem, Cindy. Happy to keep you company. So I also had some Use It Up things using Whale Done. So I thought, oh, we can either combine the two or do two separate cards. I know I've definitely got enough bits for a couple of cards, so we'll see how we go. So what I would love to hear, do you own either of these two stamp sets, Sailing Home or Whale Done? So tell me while we flip around and get started and work out what we've got and what we want to do. Hello, Miss Colleen. How are you? Right. Oh, we have flipped around when I don't want us to. Whoop. Just trying to flip that back around. There we go. Won't give you headaches that way. And I also need to do that and then flip back, and I'm hoping we should be all okay, because I used this on the weekend during my class. My class went very well on the weekend, and I had one of the girls who had been sick during the week Zoom in, so my stand's been out to the dining room table, been back, and it's all been working lovely. Now, I know on my YouTube video last week, a couple of people, hey Margine, a couple of people were saying they were having, were having trouble hearing me, and I was going in and out with my volume. So I'd love if you see hear a volume change or anything like that, just tell me so I know what's happening. I'm just trying to monitor what's going on at the moment and try and work out what's going on, because I'm not that far from the microphone, except when I go and close my door. So just let me have a drink of water. And we will get started, because that is the one thing I forgot to do before we went on live. Now, I still do have my use it up pouch here because I know I've got some die cut circles and stuff like that that we could possibly use as part of today. But let's have a look at all the bits I gathered together. Now, I got this stencil is the Plenty of Patterns decorative mask, and it's left over from a card, and I thought, ooh, that might look really well as a grounding piece or something. Now I have lots and lots of lighthouses, and what I thought was I could possibly do a card with all 3 lighthouses on it. That's kind of what I was thinking. I do, as I said, I've got lots of lighthouses. I just thought, I might as well get them done and used. Now I have some blanks here, but I have an idea of what I might like to do with the blanks. And what I thought is I could make these yachts a little bit more dimensional by just layering these up and using them like that. So you stick them all together, so you don't use dimensionals, but you get a dimensional look by just layering it up. So we have a compass, and I will show you. So that is all the bits I have from Sailing Home. These are the bits I have from Whale Done. So I have this leftover turtle, and I have the leftover kelp. And I thought I could possibly like do something with it. So I'm thinking I've got a very simple card in that one, and I've got some ideas for these ones, but other than that, I kind of don't have any ideas. So while I've got one idea, let's get this card out and done, and I'll just put these pieces to the side. And I can always add more stamps and more die cuts because I've got everything out that I need. Hello, Miss Laurie. Hello, Deborah. Thank you all so much for joining. Sorry, I've got an itchy wrist. Okay, so I'm kind of I do wish. Now, tell me what you think. This is a larger die cut. This is also not stamped straight. So, what I was thinking, do I pop this balmy blue one in the middle and die cut this one the same size and try and straighten it at the same time? Because I think visually that kind of suits my brain better rather than having 2 colours side by side. And I know I've got my stitched rectangle die cuts pretty much. Oh, I did have them in my hand until I dropped them. Tell me what you think. I'm going to grab the correct die just in case. Leave it here and get my little spatula. I'm thinking it's this one. And we could grab out the mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, which is 20% off for the month of March, which is a bit of fun. See, and I can straighten that up. I think that's what I'm going to do. And that will make my brain a little happier. Grab the mini machine. I love it. It's so cute. What did I just drop on the ground? I just dropped the die cut and those 2 pieces. Not ideally what I wanted, but we shall deal with it. Okay, so this is great for I basically, even when I'm not on screen with you guys, and I'm just doing my everyday crafting, mind you, I do everyday crafting with you on screen. If my die is no bigger than 3 1/4 inches, I pretty much use this machine exclusively. That's what I use. I only use my big machine when I absolutely need to. Okay, now I have put this die on an angle because then you don't get the big clunk, and it does feed easier with just a corner than the whole straight image. I'm so glad you're here live, Laurie. Okay, so actually it makes a nice frame if it was straight. Oh, look at that. It's straighter, still crooked, but it is straighter than what it was. And the good thing is I take all 3 plates out, I pop the sides up, and it can just go back in its home over here. Now we are making fairly masculine cards today, so we're going to probably add some texture and maybe some ribbon as well, or twine. Hello, Bev. Just pop these back here. Now, Cindy, you must tell me where I've put things, or I'm going to blame you for nicking them, because you've already nicked one thing from me today. You moved my glue. Now, I do have, I'm kind of channeling some grey granite here. Just, it's a bit beachy looking. I know Sahara sand is as well. That's better. Holding it a lot better. So, got this. I may not use it like this, but I kind of like how these are going to pop off the background. Now, I do have something that kind of didn't work for me earlier. I could emboss this piece of vellum, and that will add a whole lot of texture, add some twine and a sentiment, and I think this one's done. So I've got texture with the stitching and the colour's right, because drawing all those blues are fantastic, but I just feel it needs something. So I've got this one prepared from earlier, and I think I'm going to use my Tasteful Textures. It just gives a lovely, now is this 3D? Yes it is. So I need to take my plates and my thin die shim out. Oh my god, Lisa, you need to dig it out. Well, I almost lost all the plates between my unit and the window. So it doesn't matter if this vellum goes in the folder straight or not, because it's just like a woven texture. It's a really, really cool texture, and I didn't realize there's a bit of a crease in that, but it's not going to matter. So just pop our 3D embossing mat, which is number 4 in our sandwiches, there. Now, if you ever wonder what sandwich to use in your machine, they are all written on the plate. So using the 3D embossing folder, we use 1, which is the base plate, and 4, which is the grey plate. Okay, Oh no, was there a glue dot on that? Possibly there was. But I now have that texture piece. I'm going to pop the sides up. It goes to a small enough footprint. Okay, I can't even remember what I was using that for last night. Now it appears I have a remnant glue dot on this, and I'm just going to get rid of it. There we go. What sticky bit, because it's run away and gone. Okay, so now I want to stick these pieces onto here. Now, I don't want to use wet glue, but because it's going over something textured, I do want to use a sticky glue. So I'm going to use our Seal Plus. Now, we don't need a lot of pressure when we use the Seal Plus, and we just tilt up and, well, you kind of don't flick, but you flick up and you keep pulling. Now, let's see if I can somewhat note the word somewhat. And my ring has totally spun around. Okay, I could have also used dimensionals, but I didn't. I don't know why. I washed my hands and my ring has spun. Hello, Sunny. How are you? Hello, Miss Cheryl. How are you? Hello, Jane. Sorry, Jane, I missed you coming in. We're playing with Use It Up bits and bobs that are nautical themed. So using Whale Done and Sailing Home. So I've done a bit of die cutting. I have done a bit of embossing of vellum so far. And this was an offcut of vellum from a project this morning. So I'm using it up straight away. I hope you're impressed, because it was sitting in my vellum scraps folder and now it's getting used. So I'm using Seal Plus because actually that is not straight or even, but what I'll do when I tie my, I think I'm going to use twine, I'll make sure that the bow or the knot goes on that side. Now, just having a look here, I really like that. Now, I could use matching grey granite twine, but what? That's interesting. I don't know where that went or where I put it. Very interesting. Sorry, I don't know where my, I have another thing of linen thread, but I just don't know where it is currently. Oh, good on you, Sunny. Good on you. Yes, it is great for some men's cards. So, I am just going to, and I'm actually going to go around at least twice. I even want to go around 3 times. I possibly should have done this first, but I don't mind it going over here because, oh, I've left, have I left myself too much? No, I just, okay, what I need before I go anywhere, I just need them prepared and ready. No, where are you? I am currently looking for my reverse tweezers, which they appear to have gone man overboard. Yes, they have gone man overboard. Okay, I'm just going to leave this here. I'm just going to step off to the side so I can get a better angle. I see them. They've fallen down here. I never would have grabbed them. Right, reverse tweezers, because this is going to help me keep tension. Now, let me make sure. No, I didn't knock that too badly. Yes, yes, that's what I thought. I think if I dimensional it up, I did that recently on a card that I will show you in the next, well, I'll show you next week or the week after. Okay. Just want to make sure I've got some decent tension here. That's nice tension without being too much, but I now kind of have my left and my rights upside down. Right. And we are definitely just going to be in a knot. So let's see if I can do this, maybe without my reverse tweezers. But if I want to do a bow, I won't need my reverse tweezers because I've already got double knot. I just need this end to go through. Okay, reverse tweezers time. Okay, I'm going to clamp that knot, and then I have two hands to play with, and that is just going to make my life maybe a teensy bit easier. Note I say maybe, but apparently not. It doesn't quite help that vellum isn't quite as stable to tie around as our normal cardstock. Okay, come on, come through the hole please, or the loop, whatever. Okay, right, so going to open and slide and finish that knot. And I kind of do have enough, kind of just for a bow. We're going to give it a go, and if it doesn't work, that's okay. Just take a nice deep breath. Who else can do things really easily when no one's watching? And this twine isn't being particularly easy either. Sorry, I am going to go very, very quiet here. I can go up there and this. Come on. You know you want to. Got it. Hooked it. Done. Now I can do all the zhuzhing. And you know what? That looks really pretty. Just pull that in a little bit and I'm going to leave it there. Did I? Yes, I did. And I will use the glue dots to secure it. Just take off the ends. Look at that. That looks really good. Just a bit lower. I'd like it at the base of the lighthouses, and I even don't mind that just being on the edge there. Well, don't pull it all the way off, Ellen. So you just see it brings all of those three pieces together. Now I am on a new pack of glue dots, which I have a bit of a learning curve with because the glue dots are on the other side. And I was kind of fighting with these babies this morning because I'd inked up some paper. And do you think they wanted to stay where I wanted to put them? No. They wanted to rip the inked paper, I think possibly because the inked paper was still wet was the reasoning. Okay, flip this over, pop on some dimensionals, and we'll call... No, we won't. We'll look for a sentiment at some stage. This will work well because I've got all these strippy bits. Where did I put my scissors earlier? Right here in front of my face. I'm losing things right in front of my face today. Yes, I most certainly can, Sunny. That is my plan. And because we'll be using three pieces, it will be nice and stable. Yep, I can pretty much use all of that. I may need to grab some new dimensionals during our time together today. So who else is crafting while I'm crafting today? I know Miss Cindy is. I know she's been very busy this morning. She's, I think her brain's fried, but that's okay. It's all good. Okay. Whoops. Take these backers off and they come off super easy. I don't know even if I'm on a brand new pack of dimensionals actually. There we go. Okay, let's line these up. Now you tell me if you think we actually need a sentiment on this, because I'm kind of thinking we mightn't need a sentiment at all. Okay, I can do it this way instead, so I can get it evenish, hence the evenish. Do you know what? That's how it's going to... Is it really crooked? It is really crooked. I think this was the piece I may have identified as crooked, but I do actually have it stuck down crooked. Okay, you just stay on there. Yep, you just stay right there. Okay, much better. Fixed. Okay, I don't think we need a sentiment. Oh, you varnished and now making punch bunnies. How fun. You're embroidering. Wow. Oh, thank you, Alicia. I love this one too. Okay, we're leaving this one like this. We've used lighthouses, some twine, vellum, a bit of embossing, and I don't think it needs anything else. So, hello, Miss Maureen. How are you? Okay. Now, I think I'm going to switch over to my whale done. And I'm thinking I might be able to incorporate this compass. Maybe, because I do have like my kelp or seaweed. I do have my little, I may even add the whale on this card, because I did use the whale on a card the other day. Thinking maybe this way. Okay. Although I kind of like the stitch rectangles together. And would you believe both of these pieces are from SU Colour Challenge cards, but separate cards. I kind of like that. And then maybe a punched whale on top. If you were my whale punch, you would be over here. Yes, I'm thinking that might work, Sonny. I am doing well. I'm covered in gold because I have been playing with what's it called? Gilded leafing this morning. Okay, so stamp set, grab the whale. I love the jellyfish in this set, but kind of don't know. I could put some jellyfish on the background of the card and a seahorse, because seahorse was the theme of my wedding. I know I tell you guys that all the time. Actually, it's nearly my wedding anniversary. 19 years. God help me. 19 years, that's a bit scary. Okay, so this is Night of Navy, so I'm thinking I kind of have to stamp this in Night of Navy as well. But what... I wonder if this is Pool Party. Pool Party ink is over here. I'm wondering if I stamp him in Night of Navy. Sorry, I am a bit away from the thing. Yes, I wonder if I stamp the Night of Navy on Pool Party cardstock, because I think that'd be a really, really nice look. And it'd incorporate some of the colours together. Yep, that's the same colour. And if we don't like it, we can go back to white. But, you know, having 3 hits of the same colour often works. I am gold. I've golded my nail. I did have a whole gold finger, but it came off when I washed my hands. And yes, I was singing the Shirley Bassey song from James Bond as well, so don't worry. I'm pretty sure that was Shirley Bassey who sang Goldfinger. That looks so good on the pool party. Love it. Love it, love it, love it for the moment, because this is one of our ink pads that just get everywhere. I am going to close it because I know what I will do. So punch. I've got enough to hold on to here. I'm just going to shimmy him into his spot. Make sure everything's even all around him and give him a punch. And quite possibly, but I don't think we will, but we could use those little water pieces as well. Okay, so pop the punch over here and see that looks rather nice, and that'll be on dimensionals, and then possibly this peeking out the bottom. Actually, I don't like him on the pool party because he blends in with the kelp I've created. He may get used on another card today. I think we need to do him on basic white. Okay, all is good, all is good. We have to look at these things to work them out. There's only one way to know, and it's to do it. Okay, I've still got my stamp. Hello, Miss Shelley. Lovely see you. Hello, Kay. Thank you for joining. Oh, don't forget to like my video so other people can find us. All those thumbs up are always well appreciated. Okay, so I think this one will just stand out better. Oh, these stamps so beautifully. Beautiful, distinctive detail through that whale. Kind of reminds me of Moby Dick. The punch back. Whoops. But I can definitely use my my water pieces here because they are definitely in the right colour. Okay. Ooh, and I do have a white water piece. Did it come out? No. Got some dots. Don't know if they all will work. Huh. I know I had a white one that punched. Don't know where it went. Who knows? Who knows? Okay. And as always, I pretty much design my cards from top to bottom. I don't know why. I don't know when that started happening, but I do tend to design them that way. Okay, see, that one just works really well. And I'm pretty sure this is crumb cake. I'm now thinking what colour we might like to put this on. I didn't put those pieces on straight at all, I just realised. Sitting here looking at me. But I'm liking this. This is going to be on dimensionals, not going over our little friend, but that's okay. We'll work out that placement. Don't want to use Nine Navy. Don't want to use Pool Party. I do wonder what green that is. Do wonder if it's a pear pizzazz. Oh, do you know what would look really, really nice as a card base is soft sea foam. Because it does have that sea vibe without being too in your face. Let's see if I can grab a single sheet. Oops, let's get it under. Oh, that looks good. That works. So it doesn't take away from any of the colours. Quite like that. So let's cut down this card base. So I score on the longest section and then I cut, spin around and cut because I didn't have any card bases. What did I just do there? I mustn't have put quite enough pressure. And I have very, very janky end. Where are my scissors? Mustn't use the ribbon scissors. Do you have the ribbon scissor rule in your house, that they are to be used on nothing else? Or did you know that if you use scissors on paper, it dulls them instantly, but ribbon dulls the scissors a lot slower than what paper does? Just your tidbit for today. Oh my dear word. This is going to be slightly shorter, and that is completely closed. No one's going to know it's going to be slightly shorter than a standard card, except for us, because it's only a couple of millimeters. Okay, so let's have a look here. So this is going to need something, I feel. Do I pop this on a piece of crumb cake, which I'm sure I have a piece that will work perfectly? Yes, that looks fantastic. Although that has a score in it, so that one is getting benched. Let's see if I have another piece that doesn't have a score in it, and that one still works well as well. Perfect. So it just gives a buffer between the, so that looks a bit stark, where by using the matching crumb cake ink you get a buffer in between the two colours. Ah, right, yes, on the weekend I don't know if many of you, if you noticed, I cut the same cards for my class and my team meeting. So I did all my cutting on Saturday. So then all I have to do now is put the card kits together. So I'll put them together and we can go from there. So all the individual bits are cut. Okay. Now we are opening there. Because our whale is looking to our left, if I put it on the left, he'd be looking off the card. Or if I make all this happen on the right, he's looking into the card. But what I said I wanted to do was add some jellyfish. And I'm going to grab the, I want to use something slightly bigger. I'm going to use the same soft sea foam ink. Okay. When you don't have a scrap, you make do with something else on your desk. Okay, I know there's 4 and there's not 5, but there's really only going to be 3, because that's going to go there. Perfect. They look really good. I like that. My glue again. Now I know where this is going to go, so I'm just going to do that, and then that gives me some wiggle room because I don't want to cut this piece down. I kind of want to line it up and then trim it off. Okay. That's pretty straight. I'm going to grab my bigger scissors so I do one big single cut. You're liking where this whale done card is going? I kind of didn't have any ideas, just so you know. There were no preconceived ideas. I kind of just want to get on here and see where I went with all these pieces. Now, I think I can close this. Hello, Miss Myrtle. How are you? Okay, close. Yes, that's the right way round. I've done all the right things. So, I kind of want my compass here. I still like using the compass, and if I bring my glue here, that's just going to make life a little bit easier. So I am breaking out of the mast column, and I'm going to pop this here. You know what, I'm more than happy to have some of that hanging off and chop it off, and then we can have these friends just here, and we've got that compass completely under there, so just pop on that corner, pop on there. Just make sure I go all the way across there. Now this edge does have a little bit of dimension. See, I kind of don't, put him down here. Oh, that kind of works. Because I don't want to cover up the turtle's head. So this is kind of where I'm going. I don't want to cover up the head because then it's a headless turtle. Where did I put my dimensionals? They're over here. And then I will find maybe a few embellishments that are a bit water-like and pop those. I do want to support his tail with a mini dimensional because that will be cute. Okay. Are we liking where I've gone with these pieces? They're a bit random, but I'm thinking they work. So I'm happy to cover up a fin, but not the turtle's face. Okay, take that little corner off, just so we're spatially looking okay here. Now, I don't think any of these water drops are going, they're going to look a little cartoony, I think, and I don't think that's quite where we're going. No, and that covers up his face. Okay, we're not using those pieces, no problem. But I don't think a sentiment, now I could add a few fish. I did think about adding a seahorse, but no, I don't think we'll add any fish either. Just thinking sentiment wise, because we haven't used fish, I'm thinking, does hope all your birthday fishes come true, does that actually work? Or I do kind of like the size of You're Kind of a Big Deal, and I can still absolutely use it for a birthday card. Like if I went there and then that's just our white space. So everything's still connected. And then just a couple of embellishments. Sorry, I'm looking for a block. And I think I'm going to have to use something completely oversized to do what I want. But that kind of is the perfect place for it, I'm thinking. I'm always happy for opinions, girls. So please feel free to give me your opinions. Hello, Susan. How are you? Sorry, we've just had my cameras dipped down just a titch. So, am I all done? Sailing home. Okay, now. And leave it there because I am stamping on normal cardstock and not Whisper or Basic White rather. Ah, yes! And I got all that awesome detail in the big deal. Now, close the ink pad. And I think I just want to get a few like polished dots. What are we thinking of this one, girls? I know it's a bit different. I know it's a bit left of centre, but I'm thinking it works. You like Big Deal? I'm well, thank you, Susan. Thank you for asking. Okay. Definitely using the clear and kind of thinking like one there, and I'll use a couple of little ones in between. And like right there. So I've just got 3 coming up out of him. So that is that card. I think that's a bit different. Do we go on? How are we going? Oh, we're right on an hour and we've done 2 cards. Do you want me to use the sailing ships? What would you like me to do? Tell me what you'd like me to do. Do we leave it here at 2 cards or do I keep going? Your choice. I think I do need to clean up my stamp sets very briefly. My ink pads. My stamps, not my stamp sets. Oh my dear word. Looking good. So, I can leave those other bits for another day. Because I'm really, really happy with the 2 cards we've got. I'm not quite sure where I'd go with the next card, to tell you the truth. Done that one, and we just need to do the jellyfish. Lovely cards. Okay, keep going if you've got the time, please. Okay, you are so nicely, Myrtle. I'm just going to pop these away, and I'm thinking, do we go to the New Horizons paper with this, because I'm kind of enjoying using the sailing home bits with that. I can have a look at the paper and see what patterns I can use. Right. Let me just pop all these in their home. So then I know bit of a clean halfway here, because kind of got stuff everywhere. Okay, dimensionals can go up there, so can those ones. Okay, rightio. Let's bring in all these bits. I don't think I will use all of the lighthouses, but let's have a look. New Horizons paper. So I have 2 pieces cut already. So this piece, because I've got a little bit of a sand mass here, just seeing. Just not convinced on that colour, and if I was to use this one, because this is the one we used in another video, and I would need to do, and I'm going to do it because I think this is going to be the one that we use. And I just need to give this a bit of a hand trim down one side. Lucky we've got everything to work off, and they're pretty easy lines to follow, and I'm using the paper snips. Go me. These were just the ones I had on the desk, truthfully. Okay, and then we've just got to turn here at the bottom. Do our turn, 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 turn. Try again. Pop the scissors in there. Bit of a turn and a trim. Okay, done. those two bits. I'm going to get rid of the pool party ones because they're a bit light for this. Yeah, they're not going to work with the New Horizons paper. But this one I can make work. So I can pop this one just down here, trim off whatever excess we have, and pop one of the sailing ships. Although, space-wise, this is going off the card. It's not. Ideally, I would like to swap these around, which may still work. This may still work. So pop this one here, and then this one kind of there. I think that looks better, and then I'll just put some rocks around the bottom with the pebbles. I know I've done this card design before, or very similar, and we'll kind of go from there. What do you reckon? You like the whale one, Donna. I'm glad you like the whale one. I think it's a bit cute as well. So what I think I will do, I'll create some dimension just by popping this up on the 2 layers I've got here. And just dot there. And then do the same with this piece. Now I'm going to have a bit of glue oozing, but that's okay. We can deal with that. We dealt with a lot of glue this morning. Okay, so can you see how just putting those 3 layers of the basic white together just make it dimensional without having a dimensional? So it just, I don't know, it just pops it off the card quite nicely. Just need to play and line those pieces up a little bit better. That's perfect. Okay, so now I don't need any dimensionals, and I'm going to pop this on first, and then I will pop everything around that. So see how there's just that effect there. I really like that riding that water there. And then I'm going to come in and pop him here, but not with any dimension, just straight on. Oh, do you know what? This card size is going to be way too big. So I've just popped this up a little bit from where I originally would have put it, just so we can trim. So I might have to cut a little bit off the bottom and a little bit off the top. Oh, didn't mean to move that at all. But what I do need to move is this to kinda, that's better. Yes, that's better. I like to put my lighthouses on a lean for some reason, and it never, ever, ever works. So I had one of the ladies in my class liken this paper to Twilight paper. Reminded her of the movie Twilight. And I just thought that was hilarious. Now, if I hold the paper like that, I'm hoping to God that was straight, because I've got bits coming off the edges. Now, let me see here, and I'm just taking, maybe if I, yeah, that is just shorter than a card. So what colour is this? Let me check here on my little list. New Horizons, New Horizons. Hold on, it's pale papaya, but I'm thinking maybe if I put it on a piece of cinnamon cider just to ground all of that, that may work nicely. Let's have a look, a very thin mat of cinnamon cider. Let's have a look here. Oh, that is actually too short for what oh no, it's not. Oh, I don't mind that cinnamon cider actually. So this is 3 inches, so I'd like it 3 1/4. And then we'll just find a card base, pop on our petals, and I can not cut down the motifs here, but they just break out of, yeah, they just break out. See, doesn't that look nice? At least I'm keeping the last card pretty quick. And then I'm barely adding anything back into my use it up box. Glue, and I'm going to glue directly onto, oh, I think it might be time for me to change my blade. So I did a lot of cutting on the weekend and I'm now getting furry edges. I think I prepped 18 lots of projects times 3. So it was a pretty huge amount of prepping. I'm hoping you can't hear my next door neighbours in the background because they are building a granny flat. And I just realised how noisy the machinery was. Okay, I really like that. And because the cinnamon cider matches the pebbles, not petals, pebbles. Okay, just took that slither off the top. And what colour, what colour am I placing this on? That I don't know. Will, only because I have a bazillion card bases at the moment. Don't think that'll work. There it is. Grey granite for the win. And I'm thinking some kind of sentiment here. Set sail in the directions of your dreams. And then I can put a happy birthday on the inside. What do you think of that one? Set sail in the directions of your dreams. And I'll probably do it in Night of Navy actually. I am kind of thinking I need to just lob this edge off because it's kind of annoying me. Yes, maybe I shouldn't have, but it's done now. Okay, I'm still waiting for opinions about the set sail in the direction of your dreams. Because that's always, you kind of evaluate life on a birthday. Kind of. Some people do. That will do. I think I'm going to do set sail in the direction of your dreams. Okay, so I just want a slightly bigger block. I'm going to see if we can't get that straight. I think I'm going to go back to my Night of Navy. You like it, Bev. Okay, let's go with it then. Let's go with it. Everyone must be busy crafting with me. Okay. Deep breath, breathe. Give it time to transfer, and it's as crooked as... Damn. Can we live with it, or do I need to fix it? Oh, that's so annoying. You like those words, Maureen. Awesome. Having a look through my Use It Up box labels to see if there is something I could use. That kind of doesn't work. That kind of doesn't work, but that actually doesn't belong in there. Now, let's just go see. This may work. I'm just going to give it a try. If it doesn't work, that's okay too. Okay, so the sentiment fits on there, and then we can pop it on there if I didn't just smudge it. I have another one here. That's okay. Never fear. I just need to let the ink dry. See, I've got one more for good luck, people. One more for good luck. Because I know I can get it more even. I know. I've got two here, so I'm just wanting to separate them. And these are all Use It Up bits. No, that's too far down. Nope. Where did I put that other piece? I must have put it straight back in the bag. Nice deep breath. Set. Okay. This is probably going to be too high. No, that is perfect. Great. Let it dry. Close your ink pad. Do all of that. Get my pebbles ready. That's okay. No problems, Lisa. Thank you so much for dropping in. You've almost seen the end of this card. Almost. Okay. Thinking I should all be okay now. Tell you something though, I'm getting a bit peckish. Maybe I need a bit of water. Who knows? Just need another piece so it's not quite so lopsided. Okay. Yep, that's dry now. I must have a very, very inky ink pad. So we still see that colour there. I still smudged that. I left that there quite a while and I still managed to smudge it. I think I'm a special breed of special sometimes. Okay. If you were that, you would be here. So I definitely want to use some of cinnamon cider. I'm just going to do a collection along the edge. Sorry, concentrating now about how and where I'm putting these. That one there. So that's 4, and I want another 1, and I think I want to use like this one. Just there. I think I want to use cinnamon cider one just here though. Just colour wise it's a bit off balance. There we go. That's a bit better. I say it is, and I just I think going off the edge is just really visually pleasing. So 3, 6, 7, there we go. All done, all done. So we've done a different orientation, done it a little bit differently to our other New Horizons cards, but we have used all Use It Up bits. That away, otherwise God knows what will happen to them. Pebbles follow no rules. That's exactly right. That's exactly right, Bev. So very true. They do follow no rules. Now, if you were the lid of this, where would you be holding? Oh, behind the punch that just fell over. Always recap your glue when you finish. Now let's get together all the bits and bobs we used today. And I'll do a titch of a clean up while I'm going. And I'm just going to put some of these Use It Up bits and bobs together while or before they end up all over the floor, because we know that's a real possibility. Okay, so we used the smooth sailing dies. We used the Whale Done stamp set. We used the Sailing Home stamp set. We also used the Pebbles, enamel shapes. Now, the cards that we made, this was the first card using, oh, and I don't know where that embossing folder ended up. Ah, it's over here. The textured embossing folder and the whale punch. So this is first card using vellum, linen thread, and the 3 lighthouses that I did cut out using the stitched rectangle dies. Our second card, this was using the Plenty of Patterns decorative mask, so that piece was already done. These 3 images are from the Whale Done stamp set, and we added the jellyfish. The compass comes from Sailing Home, and the stitched triangle dies, polished dots, and the Whale Done sentiment. So I like him. And the whale punch, he's a bit cute. And then our last card, we grabbed a scrap of the New Horizons paper. We used the Sailing Home stamp set, and this circle is actually from the Picture This dies. I have so many of these, and we finished with the Pebbles enamel shapes. So 3 cards in less than an hour and a half. I am pretty impressed with us, actually. Very impressed by us. And there are the polished dots. Oh, actually, everything needs to just go over that way a titch so you can see it all. Let me see. Oh, thank you, Kay. Thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget thumbs up on the way out. Make sure you are following me so you get notifications of when I go live. I will be back on Thursday, and I do have another Use It Up card, but the Use It Up card is using the Honey Bee. What's that stamp set called? It's called Honeybee Home, the Hive. I've got lots and lots of things that we are going to be using on Thursday with all of our bees. So make sure you join me on Thursday over on Facebook. All of these products are available to purchase. So in the next 10 minutes, I'll have the shop link in the description if you would like to purchase them. So thank you so much for keeping me company, and I will catch you guys soon. Bye.